We use Donald Trump for the teaser picture because all these top four stories aren't so much Trump stories, but they revolve around him and the presidency, so that makes it there. This last one is a Trump story specifically, number four story, not the last one for the day, but it is one that has some repercussions that ripple across all thought process, and I'm a little torn on this one personally. As a black journalist, I'm an actual journalist. I, did the job for actual radio news before, so I'm not just an internet talking head. Black journalist group sparked backlash for inviting Trump to its convention. The National Association of Black Journalists has faced significant backlash after announcing that former President Donald Trump would participate in a Q&A session at their annual convention in Chicago. The decision has sparked intense debate and controversy with the organization as many members oppose Trump's inclusion due to his past rhetoric and policies, essentially being a bad guy. The event highlights the ongoing tensions within the NABJ to navigate the complexity of political engagements and representation. The organizer for the event has basically stepped down. It's going to happen. I think Trump's still showing up, but basically when something happens, somebody gets fired and the boss gets fired. So that's happened. Essentially, this is a good get. And presidential nominees, including Obama's, and I think Harris spoke at some point, and Biden, have spoke at the National Association of Black Journalists, mostly because they kind of support democratic values, more or less. Romney actually spoke a few years back, which sparked some controversy, but not as much as this one. Now, Donald Trump, who has policies, and you can debate me on this one, that are not so great for people who aren't so white, has an issue. So the black journalists basically have, let's say, personal beef with Donald Trump, and the professional beef, instead of getting the story and letting the man tell the story and sink his own ship, just don't want him on there to spread his own lies. Two actual very good process to do this, not putting him on to say the bad stuff and putting him on so you can hear it for yourself. People like April Ryan, who gets a lot of love, a lot of respect from the National Association of Black Journalists and journalists in general, is speaking out against this because she thinks it's bad. Many journalists think it's a bad idea to give him a platform. At the same time, like I said, putting him on the stage and letting him say those words on the record, while sometimes they backfire because the wrong people hear the wrong things in them, puts them on the record so people can actually hear and sometimes see exactly what we're looking into. How people misunderstand, mishear, misinterpret, and take it in their own ways. It's all based on their own sort of standpoint, their own living, if you will. And so check the way you live before you check the way you listen to your commentary. And also when you listen to other people's commentary and they don't sound quite the same way as you do, check the way they live so you can understand them. Don't fight them on the facts. Don't fight them on the words, but understand where they're coming from.